Hells yeah.
It's just the two of us. Everybody's like, oh no.
Oh no.
There we go.
Yeah.
I didn't even change the background. Slipping back here.
What is that from? Is it the Yuma thing?
County, yeah.
Yeah. Yuma
We'll
thing.
we'll do pumpkin today. We'll do pumpkin.
Hell yeah. That's what I like.
Sweet.
It's all.
So am I going to be able to see the comments?
You should be able to.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because it's different than I'm normally used to. Like it usually gives me control, and I won't have a control of anything, so you can't ask me to do anything. Just
Hang on,
FYI.
let me see.
It's like completely removed me from the.
What's happening, Artie?
Hey, Artie, how you doing, bud?
What up, man?
I can make you authenticate. How about that? Make your life a little harder.
Is that what it is?
No, I'm looking. I'm seeing what I can do here.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. I really don't care. I was like, oh, I can fix it. I'll just put Evan on the other side, and then it looks like he's looking at everybody.
I fixed it. It's all right.
Yeah,
we're all good.
And then I was like, oh, looks like fucking Dylan removed my powers.
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch nothing. I didn't do nothing. I'll kick you from the studio. I can ban you from the studio.
Look, I know I sell this shit pretty hard, but I'm not that great of an actor.
Oh boy!
Put him on top so Evan can look down. No.
Yeah, I know exactly.
No.
Here, peasants.
God damn it!
Have some of my views.
I'm flipping my camera back.
I'm flipping it back.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I know Artie in real life, like through the industrial scene, right? Am I wrong? I could be wrong, but I can't tell with your picture because your face is covered.
My back's to Alex now.
There's a kitty cat.
Didn't you used to review like music and movies and stuff before?
Here. I'll do it like this.
There you go. See, now we're all.
Wow, that looks really good, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, I should have put a logo up here. Honestly, I didn't know what we were doing.
You were really wrong. Okay, good. Good to know. Well, at least I won't be really wrong anymore.
We can go.
I swear you look like him, though. But I know the name. I swear to God, I know the name.
A lot of Arties out there, brother.
No. It's definitely that combination of name. No, can we not?
I'm sorry, dude. We have to talk about it. I'm sorry. There's big news.
Just a tiny bit. We can put you on the outside.
There is legitimate news for it, man.
Yeah, you better talk good about it now because by the time you put your fucking video out, it's over, buddy.
He's gonna roast it, and then everybody's gonna hate him.
I know. I'm not roasting it. There's one section that I know I'm gonna get shit for.
Well,
no, talk about me.
Apparently, you're not even allowed to mention that
any
you preferred that you slightly prefer.
No, not allowed.
Strangers Prey at Night.
If you slightly prefer Prey at Night, it means that all the respect someone has built up for you is wiped away immediately. That was
wild, dude.
I mean, that was the only comment that was like the rest of it. Fine, but
he's right.
I actually had
he warranted. It makes sense.
Somebody on our Strangers video today had like the exact opposite comment of that. They said that they actually really respected the fact that we enjoyed the movie, because I think it was somebody who commented on our trailer reaction for the new one and how we were kind of pretty negative on it. And they were like, I'm really glad you guys like this one. It makes me feel so much better that you gave it a chance and everything. And I'm just like, cool.
Yeah, I mean, most of it has been people who are also actually preferring Prey at Night. Like, I'm getting a lot of those.
Yeah, Prey at Night's good. It's not bad
at all.
It's a fun movie.
I know
not as serious, I would say.
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
it's a sequel, so it's not going to be the first movie, which is usually the more condensed, indie film. You know what I mean?
Same writer it's not the same director, but it's the same writer. Yeah.
Think of it this way. This is why I always talk about indie films being so important. You think about Halloween. What is that? That's an indie film.
Oh yeah.
And it was always an indie film until it blew up, and then it wasn't an indie film anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why it's never been the same, because they're not treating it like an indie film anymore.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm just saying, that's the way I feel about it a little bit,
sure.
Some of my friend was like, the only reason that people say that fucking Michael Myers is mysterious is because fucking John Carpenter's been saying that shit forever. And then he said, hot take. He's like, but David Gordon Green is probably the first Michael Myers that ever was truly mysterious.
That's why I like that trilogy so much.
Yeah, I see. Like, that's why my body
read that comment.
rejects it. It's
yeah. Yeah, people are crazy. I don't know. It was one comment.
Can you not say his name? I said it out loud. And
I apologize. Sorry, buddy. Oh my god.
I'm teasing.
Okay, I was so confused. I was looking at our Google Keep notes, and then I popped back on, and it looks like you're about to throw up. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what the hell? This is a wild start. Yeah, no Luke today, guys. By the way, for everybody trickling in right now.
So sad.
It's gonna get a little crazy in here.
People are crazy. Oh, the comment, yeah. No, everybody gets. I encourage people to say things, so I try not to get upset when I don't agree. But sometimes it's a little too much, and you're like, you kind of take it personally, even though you don't mean to. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. No, for sure. I feel you. It happens. You gotta take the
try to take the high road,
and then take the high road when you have to.
I try, but sometimes I'm like, listen.
So usually I like to take the high road, but lately it's been quite cathartic.
Yeah, he's a back bottom boy. You know
it's been really it's been satisfying recently.
Yeah.
If you need an outlet for something, sometimes shitty YouTube comments are quite helpful.
Someone said
people have been coming out lately.
So somebody said something about one of my videos, and they didn't understand the joke, so they just started making fun of me, and they pointed out that I had some black shit in my teeth that I didn't even notice.
Oh shit.
And I got really offended at first, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there is black shit."
That's the worst one, is when people are right. The ones that really hurt is when you're like, "Fuck, that's true."
I just told them that I meant to do that. I was like, that was the joke. Did you get it? Like, it's like a sleight of hand.
Dude, my dumbass overlooked fucking Scarred for weeks.
It happened.
It was just in my script, and then like you comment that, I change it, and we're like, yeah, it's probably gonna be good. Like the next comment on my video is just some very genuinely nice person. Hey, I just wanted to let you know in the title sequence it says scared instead of scarred. I'm like, oh my god, no. But no, he was actually super cool about it. He actually liked the video, so I was like, that's cool.
I saw that comment. That was nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, most people are really cool, actually.
Yeah, most of it's good.
It's hard not to take offense when you literally live and breathe this shit all day long.
I know.
And you literally fucking pull your hair out over the tiniest little fucking thing, and you try to make everything so fucking perfect.
Yep.
You literally, I have things that I say in my videos that I like forgot to say, and then I'll go back, dress up in the same fucking clothes.
I know.
And then get my lights to be exactly the way they are, just so I can be like, oh, by the way, I don't mean,
I pretty much always have to record like corrections after the fact, because when I'm editing, I'll realize something about a movie where I'm like, fuck, I forgot to say that. Right. Or while I'm editing, I'm like, well, I don't actually think that's true. So I'll rewrite something. I'll go sit over there so that the audio sounds the same, as close as I can get it. And then I won't go on camera.
Yours too, though. That's funny.
I script them all out, but like sometimes the longer, like after you sit with it for 2 weeks, you're gonna have a new thought about it.
Was your new video scripted, by the way?
Yes, my new video was scripted, but I was going to say the way I got around that was that I decided that I'm only going to record like the openings and like endings of each of my paragraphs. The rest of it's a voiceover. So that way, when I want to add a thought or if I have to add something, it was very liberating, because I was just able to sit there and think. Because like as I was doing research, I was like. As I was editing it, my research portion was pretty much done, but like I found more interviews with like Damien Leone and a couple of the other people who worked on set, and like they were giving me different insights to the like effects process and everything that they went through, like especially with the whole like them building that set and like sticking all the piping through the walls and everything.
Pretty cool, yeah.
And I was like, this is super cool. So I actually was able to go back and like say a little bit. Very nice. I like
that. Did you just get that?
This is my favorite cup.
This is my favorite cup.
I'm not even the biggest Chucky fan, but I just love this cup.
I may end up needing to switch back to my webcam. My camera is draining battery, but it's plugged in.
Anyway, I didn't mean to change the subject. I was just trying to show it in the thing.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I like it.
I was actually gonna say we said we were gonna start doing this. So what all have we been watching? I know we talk about it, but the audience doesn't know. So why don't we start with Alex? We'll start on your side.
Let's see. We got Debbie Does Dallas. That was interesting. I'd never seen that one before. Debbie Does
What's up,
Demons.
Dee Dee?
Hey, Dee Dee.
Hey, Dee Dee, what's going on? And just kidding. No, I'm trying to think of what I've been watching. Oh, I watched that Baby Reindeer show. I started watching that. That's really fucking good.
Heard that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Holy
wife
shit,
watched
is
it
that
all in a
awkward?
day.
Christina hates it because it's so uncomfortable. But I love it because of that. I love being uncomfortable or feeling suspense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what it is. I'm I don't know. Because I think, like, even when I'm in public with people and I feel uncomfortable, I'll be the guy to make that really fucked up joke. Then everybody feels okay afterwards because they're like, oh, at least I'm not saying stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
So then everybody gets comfortable and then you just have fun. You know what I mean?
I love it.
But,
I love it.
What else is there? Baby Reindeer's really good. We finished Shogun, which was amazing. Fallout was amazing. I started watching some anime, but I don't think anybody really gives a shit about that.
Don't talk about anime with me, please.
It was like a ninja show on HBO Max. I can't remember what it is.
Well, I just said don't talk about it with me. What the hell?
You're allowed.
My best friend's a weeb. I can't.
It's not like that. It's not a fucking shonen
A
thing.
fucking
It's like, good God. I watch porn, okay? No.
I'm talking about hentai, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like fucking
Like,
Attack
that
on
makes it
Titan
better.
or Dragon Ball Z.
All right, what about you? Sorry.
Yeah, Evan, what have you been watching?
I haven't been watching a ton of stuff. I've been really busy. I did watch Shogun, which I loved. I thought it was fantastic. The last episode was out last week.
Yeah.
It's supposed no episode tomorrow night.
I know.
I saw the
Tuesday nights.
Yeah, I saw the first episode of Fallout, which was fucking fantastic, and I want to watch more of it. Once I have like free time to sit down and watch some shit.
Fourth or fifth episode will make you a fucking diehard.
Awesome. Cause like right now when I'm watching things, it's because I have to make a video about it. It's kind of the only time. So I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning a little while ago. Yeah, I just finished editing that review today, and I watched Terrifier the other day because I had to do a video on that. I messed up my video schedule somehow and was like days behind on a script and didn't realize it. So I was like, fuck, like looking for something that I had already worked on. And I remembered, yeah, I'll do that next time.
Chat GPT.
Because I remembered that I had planned on doing Terrifier right after All Hallows Eve, but I decided to push it. So I had some script there. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm just making a Terrifier video. So I watched that, which I don't know. I don't really love that first one all that much, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's why I like I just do like, I don't write.
Yeah,
because then it's like I feel so much pressure that sometimes I don't do stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in some ways that's true, but like I have a calendar that has my videos for the entire year written out.
I totally thought you were gonna be like, I have a caliber that I'm going for.
No. No. Calendar.
You
calendar.
Said that.
I have a schedule. I have like literally a whole like my year planned out of videos, which moves around, but like that's a nice thing because I don't need to like think about what's next. What do I have to make next? So when I realized I didn't have a video, I was like, fuck, because
they take packs or something. You know,
they take so long to make, man. And I still have a couple more weeks before I'm full time with it. So I was like panicking because I didn't know if I was gonna have time to finish anything. So anyway, I watched Terrifier. And I watched Bruce Almighty.
There you go. That's a great
movie.
I was chatting with Jake about this recently. I was asking him on a call one night. I was like, bro, do you feel like you spend so much time watching all this horror shit and like it's your job? And then sometimes you're like, fuck, I just want to watch something nice, man. Like, I don't want to... Like, I sometimes feel like, oh, I have free time to watch a movie. I need to watch this for review. But it's like, sometimes I just want to watch fucking Jim Carrey.
Thank you, Dee.
I just want to chill. He is Dee Dee, you're right. I think that's all I've watched recently. I haven't been super busy. I want to rewatch Leave No Trace because when I was recording with Cody Leach, I brought that up and it made me want to watch it again. He actually listed a couple movies that I want to watch, and I can't remember what they were called for the life of me.
Dude, we have a bunch now, like after our little fucking spoiler talk or whatever, but I can't say what they are because we got to save it for the...
Sure.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. Those guys...
we had a really good talk, by the way.
That's Can awesome. I mention who they are?
I wish you could have been there, dude. You would have really
I would have liked to, yeah. I think that was when I was recording with Cody, though.
Yeah, it was that night. But
okay, yeah.
Can we mention who they are, or do you want to keep?
Oh yeah. Chuck
Chuck, and then
Chuck, your movie guy, and
Chuck, your movie guy, and then
Slasher Talk.
Yep, Slasher Talk. They had a lot of really good stuff to recommend
TikTok
there.
Guys, so I thought it'd be interesting to kind of marinate the two, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, because they like to do long-winded stuff, and that's why I thought to ask them. Also, because they were the ones that were like talking about the movie, and so I was like, oh, I have to watch this, you know. So, and they obliged. Yeah. So, and that's how we made podcast babies.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I feel it. So for me, I've been watching. I watched Last Stop in Yuma County again. Because we got a couple of videos coming up for that. I love that movie. We got a whole bunch of screeners that we're kind of working our way through right now. Mind, Body, Spirit was pretty recent for me. I know you also covered that one, Alex.
I liked it. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. I liked it better than Frogman, surprisingly, a little bit.
I was supposed to see The Fall Guy, but I didn't end up. I mixed up my days and I didn't get to the theater to see that one. So Luke soloed that one.
Are any of you doing tarot?
Shit. No. I don't know many people who are, honestly.
I'm also not planning on it. I had one person ask about it. And I was like, if I get a bunch of people asking me, then I'll do it. But
to be fair, I've heard that it's not as bad as people are making it out to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
Gentlemen, I'm going to hop off real quick. I got my wife would like me to give her a call, so okay. I'm gonna just take myself out of here, and then I'll pop back in. So
we got you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, get your pants down.
Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
No, that's cool. Actually, do it like that.
Hey, buddy. That actually works.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
It feels proportionate. My head's really big, so it's even more big now.
Here. We'll do it this way.
And now you can hear what I'm thinking.
How you doing? Is this a good angle?
Yeah, that's really creepy, dude.
I should have this for when Dylan comes back.
It's just face. Well, block faces. Hey,
should I leave it like this?
No.
All right. There we go.
How do I don't even know how to zoom. Oh, there we go.
Oh, fuck. I'm coming back.
You can see the hairs on my face. That's really weird.
It's pretty impressive, eh? Is that a webcam you're using?
Yeah. Well, no, it's a Insta 360 cam thing.
Looks pretty damn good.
I mean, it's all right.
I just have my webcam hooked up to an old cat.
Your lighting is just way better than mine. I look like a fucking ghost right now, and I don't even know why.
I have like a $20 ring light in front of me. It's nothing fancy.
Well, you're just good at everything, aren't you? No, I'm just kidding.
I probably will need to switch over to my webcam, unfortunately. This camera's dying. I have it plugged in. I thought I could... The battery was low, but I was like, oh, maybe I can plug it in while I do it, but apparently not.
I don't know how to change my shit. Okay, well, anyway. So what should we talk about first? Yeah. That's about us or stupid shit.
I need to look at what was in the queue, because I know I said I was going to go through it, but I forgot. There's a couple trailers. We'll wait because you don't want to talk about Terrifier. I'll do that with Dylan. Exorcist, Dylan's probably going to want to chat about as well. There's a few things. Well, how's everyone in chat doing? Dylan light makes him look purple on one side. Alex is blue, and Evan is just pink. That's not even me being artificially colored. That is my Irish complexion, sir.
Yeah, he's a little pinky mouse.
Yeah,
you know, the ones they feed to the snakes.
It's true. That's what I am. The ones they feed to the snakes.
I'm just being stupid.
I still haven't seen Infested. Just thinking of creepy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't love it as much as everybody else, but I think I want to see it. Film. I think more people will like it than dislike it. I think.
Yeah. I need to check it out. Oh, I forgot when I watched because I was gonna watch Infested the other night, but then my brother was like, can I watch Cobweb? He'd never seen Cobweb.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, fuck yeah, we can watch Cobweb.
Yeah, I like that movie.
So I watched that.
I don't like it as much as Malignant.
No, me neither.
But it's still really it
scratches like a similar itch where it's like this is just fun. I'm just having fun.
Right.
But Malignant is like that's a different level.
It's because that last 20 minutes of the film is just so bananas. It's like, okay.
I remember my dad and I were watching Malignant. Oh, by the way, Desert Pine Vintage, the video with Cody is not out yet. I still have to edit it. It's probably going to be out on Friday.
Maple syrup. You get a free jar every time you go to the
hospital.
It's the
maple syrup and it's the Guinness. I've got the two nationalities there coming through. I should have got a Guinness. God damn it. I have some upstairs.
I wish I could have some.
Yeah.
We should switch it back. Switch it back to, I don't like this anymore. It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
There we go.
I do that for my podcast. I like it like this.
It's funny, yeah.
I feel like I'm not like pressed against the screen a little bit, you know? Hey guys!
Yeah. How you doing?
Marty McFly!
What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. That's all right.
We have news that we can talk about.
Do we have news?
You want me to keep things on track
you
here?
Going to bed? Okay, good night.
He's talking to his imaginary friend. Hey, what's going on, Evan? What are you doing?
That's right. Cobweb is wild and you like it. Yeah, Cobweb feels like being told an old like fairy tale. That's what I really like about it.
It reminds me of my grandmother.
Does it? That's nice. That's a good memory.
Not really.
No, I didn't think you were being serious.
Should we talk about Terrifier 3? And I'm kidding.
You don't want to do that. I know you don't want to do that. Which is fun.
We could talk about Lady Death, Necronomicon.
Yeah.
There's a new beat 'em up video game that's kind of like Streets of Rage or what is the other one? What was the dragon one? The dragon game. Dragon something. Anyway,
Dragon Age?
It's a beat 'em up. It's an old like 16-bit beat 'em up. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm 22.
Do you guys know who Lady Death is? She's the comic book, lady with that what's his name is in love
Girl with the dragon tattoo. That's it.
No, fucking Deadpool's in love with Death because he keeps meeting her because he keeps dying. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so like in all the comic books, he like falls in love with Death, and she's Lady Death, and it's an old comic book that's like crossed a lot of different like fucking things. Oh, there he is. Do you know who Lady Death is?
You're muted. You're muted, bud.
Yeah, from Infinity War.
Sign? Oh,
from Infinity War.
Well, Lady Death in general, yeah.
Thanos, yeah. You mean the Grim Reaper, who's a lady?
The guy that Brian, I can't think of his last name off the top of my head. Anyway,
they hit the Kickstarter goal. That's good.
Yeah, they made a Kickstarter game. One of my buddies is helping to do it. That's why I'm also talking about this.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on?
I didn't get a chance to bring this up, but I have to clear things up real quick. Artie, I have blue and red lights on either side to give like an ambient thing, and then I have really pink cheeks, so it looks mighty purple sometimes.
Guys?
Yes?
I can't see the screen.
What do you mean?
I can't see the screen.
I cannot see you or anything on the screen.
Oh?
Uh-oh. What a wild.
This has been a fascinating stream.
I know. And I might have to go a little early tonight because
that's fine.
I mean, I could just say it. My wife was playing with my son, and he literally like lurched his head back, and we think he broke her nose.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. Not super fun.
Okay.
So, yeah, it looks pretty rough. I was like, do you want to go to the hospital? And she's like, not really, because we don't want to pay the copay for it. But I was like, okay, so what do you want to do about it?
I always forget that's a thing.
Oh yeah,
God,
no.
Damn.
We get get this, Evan. We have really great insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she works for a hospital, so we have excellent insurance.
Okay.
Still $250 out of pocket to go visit just to get it checked to see if it's broken.
What?
And that's like on the low end.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that's like surprisingly good insurance. So
Jesus, that's ridiculous.
Oh my god. I've just seen Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Loved it, Gremlin. It was super good. I had a lot of fun with it.
That's your wheelhouse. Should we talk about Terrifier now? Oh, he's here. I was gonna say we should talk about it before he gets back.
Everything good?
No, we were talking about Lady Death, and I opened up the fucking link, and it fucking closed everything out on me. Like,
That's
I don't
so
know what
weird.
the fuck happened.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, Lady Death is having a beat 'em up game that my friend's doing. It's a Kickstarter. If you could share the link in the thing for them to check out, it's actually pretty cool, and I actually highly endorse it. Like, I would play it.
Let me add it in right now.
Like, it looks fucking awesome.
And United States insurance sucks.
Brian Polson, or fuck, he's a director as well. He did The Graves, or
The Graves. I've never heard of that.
Hold on.
I'm not familiar with what you're bringing up there.
Never heard of anything grave related.
Grave Encounters. Is that what you're talking about?
I like that movie.
I've actually never seen those. I want to, though.
They're fun.
Brian Pulido is the guy who made him. Brian Pulido is the artist who did Lady Death and came up with the story and everything. But yeah, the Kickstarter is in the. Did you post it?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
You may have to refresh your page. I don't know, but
okay, it's fine.
It's there.
Same.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you'll see for yourself. There's like stills of everything in there, and I'm actually pretty interested because I like smash 'em up, beat 'em up like that, and this one has like really good art. So
yeah, I love Smash Mouth.
That's awesome. It looks really cool. I do love.
Why does everybody not take me seriously? What the fuck? I'm just kidding.
They're both decent B movies.
You wait. No, we're going to be talking about something, and I'm going to be real sport about that one, huh?
Oh, that's a good. That's.
I was saying that I'm excited for this game.
I was just teasing.
Big claims there, Crow Mauler.
I'm talking to him anyway.
Actually, I just fell in love with the Hell House movies. So, well, at least the first one and the fourth one.
I've never seen them.
The middle ones are okay, but he's claiming that Grave Encounters is better than Hell House. So I'm gonna have to check them out.
I think so. I think it's better, and I think the second one is fun. That people
Grave Encounters 2 is so much fun.
I love. That's what I'm saying. It reminds me of Evil Dead with portals.
It's super goofy.
Oh, really?
But I really like it. Yeah, it's really silly.
It's in that vein of
Evil Dead with
humor
portals
and stuff. Like it's got like humor and scares. It's like a weird balance that reminds me of Evil Dead.
Evil Dead has
there are
to be
4
fair.
Hell House movies now. There's technically the trilogy and then a prequel. Well, no, it's not a prequel. Is it a prequel? No, it's not. It's not a prequel. It was someone reported it as a prequel back in the day, but the Carmichael Manor is not a prequel.
Oh,
I want to watch these. I keep hearing
good
things about them.
They get
Deadstream's good. I like that one.
They do a really goofy thing in them. It upsets me. We'll have to talk about it. Deadstream. I bought the Steelbook, the Walmart exclusive one, and I have put that in my PlayStation like 3 times to sit down and watch it, and something comes up every single time, and I don't watch it. And then I have a bunch of other stuff to watch for the channel.
That's what he's doing. I felt the same way when I first fired up the movie, to be honest with you. I was like, oh god, it's one of these. I don't know if I can handle this guy. And then it got really funny, and then I started liking it a lot. So
what's going on, Cynthia? Had a dental appointment after like 25 years not having one. Horrifying, but not as bad as I remember.
Yeah.
No points, but sync score. Very good.
I had a buddy a few years ago who hadn't been to the dentist in like 11 years, and he had 18 cavities.
My god.
And no dental insurance. So
Crow, that is a fucking amazing short too. That was the best one in that whole the end of the fucking thing, dude, where she was like, oh, hello. She's like in hell or whatever. Yeah, that was so great, dude.
I am so excited. I just recently got reacquainted with the VHS series a few months ago.
Oh, I loved it.
I'm so excited for the new one. The space
first one
they're
scared
doing.
The shit out of me the first time I saw it.
And dude, like the first one, in my opinion, as they get, so the first one's all right. The second one's pretty good. Third one sucks. That's Viral. Viral wasn't very good. And then they start getting into like their era exploitation, where they start going into like 94, 99, 85. You know, those are all good. All
I
three
still
of those
think
are
the first one is my
good.
favorite, but I need to.
I don't like the third one like you, but yeah, I think all the new ones people
Mhm.
shit on too easily, and I think it's wrong because they're made on a lot less budget.
Dude, I was surprised to hear that people didn't like 94, 99, and 85.
Right.
What was
84.
the one that had like the funeral home?
That was the first one that they
First
did,
one.
which was
Mhm.
yeah. The
That was the
80 or
first
the
movie?
94, whatever
94.
the fuck it was.
That was the last one I saw, I think.
Yeah, it was 94,
I'm not caught up.
95, 99, then 80. What is it?
Was it 85 or was it 84?
Then there was
I have it. I just don't know where
there
it
was
is.
the one that was like in a basement where a dude got like modified to be a robot or something.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Okay, so that's the last one I saw then.
Yeah, the guy who did that one, that was a robot, is the same guy who did VHS 2, where everybody like unalives.
Which I like that one.
Yeah, it's the same director.
That makes sense. The funeral home was fucking awesome. I really liked that.
The funeral home, I think, was done by Simon Barrett.
Okay.
I think you're right. I know that him and Adam Wingard were like huge into the first few.
I'm pretty sure it's Simon Barrett.
Sick.
Yeah, I also agree. I'm glad they found their footing, Crow. They're super good.
I love the new one too, and I thought it was like all of the anthologies I've ever seen. It's the most congruent, like all the way through.
Which one has the sewer one? That's all I'll say because I don't want to spoil anything.
That's the first one, Ratma.
Yes. Okay, so I've definitely seen that one because I know all of these.
By the way, guys, but
of the recent trilogy. Yeah, Ratma. That
was cool.
That fucked me up so bad, dude. Like I love that so much. That's kind of like I think another reason why I kind of fell in love with it's I think to be fair, I think this is a lot creepier, but I really loved Frogman because it got me hyped for something like that again.
I mean, it just felt long for me. That's what my problem with it was for the most part.
I need to see Frogman. I still haven't gotten around to it.
House October Built and Hell House are very similar, but I would say I saw the House October Built 1 and 2 first, and I thought that they were cool, but I think that Hell House is more fun.
Have you guys seen Tales of Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
I really like that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fun.
Also,
no cavities, they called me a unicorn, but
as far as the remake goes,
gotcha.
On Guyver, I don't think that one's might happen, but I think we'll definitely. I know the 4K is coming out for the first one.
Fuck yeah, Maxine, baby. Looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys want to talk some of this horror news? Because we had a lot of news. We only have a couple trailers, and honestly, like, we could skip on them if you want. So I will leave it up to...
Did Alex hear your update, by the way? For why you made him leave early?
Yeah, cut off.
Oh,
right
no.
Yeah, you made it seem like he hit his head or something, or... and then all I heard was hospital when I came
That's
back.
where I thought it was going.
Yeah, my son and my wife were playing around on the couch at my mother-in-law's, and like they do this thing where he will like get up on the coffee table, like right in front of the couch, and he'll do ready, set, go, and just like you grab him in midair. Well, he started doing this thing where he wants to do it backwards. So she was holding him, and she like fell back with him, but it was so quickly that she went bang in his head, like literally busted her nose. So she was bleeding. We don't know if it's fully broken or not, but like
I thought he fell through the glass. I'm like, I just touched the coffee table. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, nothing like that. I would have just left.
Dylan, I have a question for you. Did I just spot a tattoo of The Place Beyond the Pines on your left arm?
Yes,
right arm.
That's
I don't know. You're flipped.
Yep, that's for.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, that was for my mom. I
love that.
Her. Yeah, I watched an interview where for some reason they were talking about the poster design and everything.
Yeah.
And Derek Cianfrance was like the trees. He's like, I always thought of them as like standing for like a legacy thing, because it's like, you know, you got the different heights. So you got like mother, father, and then child. So it's just like, you know what, that works. I'll get that.
That was one of those movies where I watched it because there was music in it that I liked. Like I heard that it ended with one of my favorite Bon Iver songs, and I was like,
Bon
shit.
Iver.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to check this movie out because Wolves is one of my favorite songs of all time. And
it's great.
And the movies, it fucking blew me. Have I ever shown you the like limited edition I have of it?
No.
I had to like
Now I'm jealous as fuck. Like,
it's right next to me.
Oh Jesus, I love that movie. Have you seen that one, Alex?
I can't remember. I think so. I think it was like
the Pines with
Gosling.
Gosling.
It was like really dramatic, long.
I'm not pretty long.
I'm just saying,
it's got Bradley Cooper.
Not
in
a
it.
joke. I'm not making a joke.
Ryan Gosling's like a carny, like a stuntman, and then he
he
robs banks.
Yeah. Right, and then he goes to that house, and those people get involved or whatever. And I remember they live in a 2-story. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's a fantastic movie.
So Dylan, this is it here.
Oh jeez.
I had to like import it from Korea.
Oh wow. I was gonna say I was like I've never seen that on shelf.
Yeah.
All I have is the basic Blu-ray edition.
This was one of those ones where I was like, I want to get the fancy one.
I want. Sure. There was like a yellow steelbook.
You guys might be the biggest Pines fan I know.
Dude, like,
have you never seen this movie?
Fantastic movie. He's seen it, but like,
I love this movie. One of my favorites.
It is one of the best.
Beautiful.
Check it out, Artie. It's super good.
I want to know what happened, guys, but it's really
shit.
Good.
Yeah, Crow Mauler. That movie. I saw some people on Twitter last week, literally saying like, "Where the fuck is this movie?" It premiered last year at Fantastic Fest, and like nobody knows what the hell's going on with it. Apparently,
it premiered at like 3 festivals, 3 years.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I remember it's been like 2-3 years now.
No way. I thought last year was the premiere year for it.
They said that, but they played it at other places because I've heard people talking about it for years.
Well, the gist of it is I guess they've been shopping it around to studios, but it's apparently like too weird and too like people don't know how to market it. And it's like, what do you mean how to market it? It's the Toxic Avenger. Just throw it out there, like, and I'm sure it'll find an audience. But you know, everything's got to be, you know, a box office smash.
So they want something bigger than Trauma.
Exactly. It's like, and it's still it was still produced under Trauma, so it's like, you know, it's going to have that. It's just, you know, bigger budget, looks a little bit cleaner, I guess. But yeah, it's so weird. Like we never even got a full trailer for it, so it's like super weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of people involved in it.
Weren't they planning a sequel to Brightburn, and that was like what they were beta testing AI scripting with?
They said that, yeah.
They canceled it apparently.
Good.
James Gunn just said that they're done with that. They're not doing it.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Keep that shit out.
Hey guys, in the height of everyone getting upset about AI,
Ryan Gosling got a big
I do not fuck with that. Not at all.
That's fucking funny. That perfectly describes Place Beyond the Pines if you strip it down.
Oh yeah,
plot twist.
I remember that.
We're going to be talking about the Exorcist thing, by the way, and I'm excited because I haven't gotten to talk about it yet.
Which one? The Mike Boy one, or the one
Mike Flanagan? Yeah.
So why don't we start? Let's start. Yeah, let's get into it. I'll get distracted. So, do you just want to start with that, and then we can go off of whatever Alex wants to talk. We'll kind of.
Hey, Boogeyman Ben is in here. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy?
We'll kind of grease him up before we rip the Band-Aid off and talk about Terrifier 3. So
what's up, guys?
Livonian says maybe AI can actually write something good. I don't give a shit if AI can write something good. I don't want AI writing anything.
The Kama Sutra.
I don't care if they can write fucking Oppenheimer. I don't want it.
I hope it just hopelessly bad.
Let's get weird with it, you know.
Hopelessly bad. Macon Blair, some directing skills. I don't feel at home in this world anymore is fantastic. I agree. I think that Macon Blair is definitely he's just got to get the right project. Unfortunately, it seems like this is just the one where people are being, like I said, like touchy about, and I can only wonder why. I don't think it's bad because, like, if you go and watch like Cody Leach's review and a bunch of other people who saw it last year, they said it was really fun. You know, it's not mind blowing, but it's like it's super fun, super gory, super gross.
Lloyd's, so it's like Lloyd's. I feel like in a way this is like Lloyd's like last load. And so it's like You mean take that however you will. I mean, it's all apropos, I'm sure.
I will. Thank you very much.
I will say I agree with you. This is probably his like swan song that he's trying to.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is his opus.
He's old, dude. He's getting up
like,
there.
Yeah. He's like, this has to be right, and I don't blame him. So it better be good though.
Okay, should we do this?
We're gonna dive right into this. So why don't we discuss that? Because we did a little dedicated video of this earlier this week, but
I thought about it.
We tried to get Evan involved on it, but unfortunately you were at work. So
yeah,
damn you for having a job and having to.
Sorry, soon I'll be free. Soon I'll be free.
No, you're good. But so we had to kind of discuss this because this was super intriguing. I honestly was so shocked that this like is even being floated, just because it's been so like just like we haven't heard anything about this stuff for so long. I honestly since they took fucking David Gordon Green off, it has literally been like nothing, like quiet as a mouse.
Yeah. Probably out of respect, but yeah, they've probably been working on it behind the scenes.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Yeah. They spent $400 million on the rights. They trust me. They've been scrambling.
But I'll kind of, since we have the video up, I'll be last to go. So Evan, take the chains off, brother. You are the biggest Exorcist fan in the group. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Mike Flanagan, one of your boys.
So
potentially.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
This is not confirmed. So this is one of those things that's really cool for me because two things. The Exorcist is one of my all-time favorite movies. And Mike Flanagan is one of my two favorite people working in the industry today. I just finished rewatching Haunting of Hill House, and I fucking
that genius work,
bro. I mean, I've never watched the last episode of Haunting of Hill House and not turned into a blubbering mess. It is so beautiful. It's amazing. And the reason that I'm so excited about this is one of those things where like, if someone asked me like, who do you want to direct The Exorcist? I almost wouldn't want to say Mike Flanagan because I'm like, there's just no way that's going to happen. It just didn't feel like something that was in the cards at all. Never would have guessed that would happen. But it's something that I'm really excited about because what Flanagan does and what's very important for The Exorcist in that first movie, what the sequels miss, and I'm not shitting on Exorcist 3 here. That movie is exempt of any of criticisms of the Exorcist franchise. The Exorcist is not about a possession. It's about faith, and it's about parenthood, and it's about fear of the unknown. It's potty training. It's about so many other things, and it uses a possession as a vehicle to explore those themes. And that's what Flanagan does in his repertoire. Now, obviously, Flanagan has mostly done adaptations. There's only been a handful of his work that has been fully original. But he does go to... He gravitates towards stories that use a horror setting to explore some deeper thematic things. Gerald's Game is the same thing. The handcuffs are symbolic for a lot of shit, and because that's his approach to filmmaking. Oh, my camera just died. So give me a second here, because that's
turned into a warning.
Don't worry about it. Like everything is fine.
He's part of the Matrix, people. Watch out.
Everything is absolutely fine. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna be back.
That's fine. Well, we can actually respond to some of these.
We've seen behind the curtain now.
Oh, there you go. I like what
dark, I'm here.
What Crowmauler was saying here is very, very on brand, very, very on topic from what I've seen a lot of people doing. Where it's like, I think the wind got sucked so hard out of the sails with Believer for a lot of people that it's like they are worried about seeing somebody like Flanagan tackle, the Exorcist property, because there just isn't a lot of energy there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people are just kind of like, yeah, that didn't hit. And granted, you get somebody competent behind the camera, and I'm sure they'll make something really good.
His name will draw people back in.
It will, but also it's kind of like Luke was confident about it. He probably had this, very similar take to this, where he's like, but he always prefers to see Flanagan do something a little bit more his wheelhouse or a little bit more like his own original property, instead of going towards something that like this, where my obvious like throwback to that was, well, Dr. Sleep was great and I love that adaptation, and he does primarily adaptations, and we kind of went back and forth a little bit on that off camera, but it's one of those things where I'm still going to remain very confident about this, because if there was anybody, a realistic choice that I would have seen doing this, that I would have gotten really excited about, it was Mike Flanagan. And like, I mean, maybe I couldn't see Ari Aster getting it. I couldn't see Damien Rubna getting it realistically, but like there's a few other filmmakers I'd like to see tackle this stuff. But like, of all the people that's like kind of the jack of all trades when it comes to studio appeal, mass appeal, like this is one of those names that just makes sense for a franchise like this.
I'm just so excited because the Exorcist hinges on its characters, and Flanagan's strength is his characters. Like, you watch Haunting of Hill House and that feels like you're with a family. It's fucking amazing, like beautifully well developed. And I can see him working with the material in The Exorcist really well. Now, what would be interesting to me is if what I found interesting is that the rumors are only mentioning directing. We don't know if he's. I don't know if he's like.
I already can tell you why everything's happening. I can tell you exactly right now. It's because they want him to do 3 movies.
Yeah.
And so Mike Flanagan's like, well, I said I was going to do The Dark Tower, right? And he doing that?
Yep. He just wrapped on Life of Chuck.
And so they're probably like thinking, he's probably like, well, I guess I could direct it, but I don't think he'd want his hands in the pile for the writing. I know he would.
Oh yeah,
because
100%.
That's what works. And I think the reason why he is kind of like, they're kind of in talk, so to speak, is because they want him to option him for like 3 movies, and they want to see what he has for an idea for 3 movies. I think at least 2.
He's never done a sequel
look
before.
at the Haunting of Hill House. You can't write that in 1 movie.
No. He's yeah. I'm really on board for this. I do hope that it happens. I just think that he has such a good grasp on the character and thematic side of writing horror, and that's what The Exorcist needs. That's what I love about The Exorcist so much, is like Karis is one of my favorite characters in film.
Yeah.
So like I want to see more of that like caliber of characterization, and Flanagan is very capable of doing that kind of thing.
I'd be cool if he did something like the part 3 in a way.
That's literally what I was about to say. I was going to say, I feel like that's the energy they need to go with more, is like, you can have subtle connections to the original, but like tell an original story, tell something that's unique, and that's something that doesn't have to just be, oh, we're bringing back Ellen Bernstein, and that's the whole crux of our marketing department.
And what I really like is that Flanagan is very good at taking adaptations, but taking his own liberties with them when he feels like it's required. Like Hill House is really only an adaptation in like character names and the concept of a hungry house. I don't know if you guys have read the novella, but like it's not even remotely similar. They're completely different stories. Gerald's Game was probably his like most similar adaptation that he's done. Yeah. Dr. Sleep is the one that I'm really thinking of, though, why I'm excited for if he is to tackle Exorcist. Because even if they go, you have to follow up on the story of Believer. The way that Flanagan I don't think they will do that.
I don't think that's going to be what they do.
I don't see that was
the initial.
Believer fucking flopped.
Yeah, that was the initial like pitch that everybody was given, where they're like, he's going to follow it up and do the sequels. But like later that day, they even said, which is, I'm really happy we did our news video the next day, because more info came out where they said that his sticking point with the studio right now is that he'll get on board if he can tell a whole new story and reboot it. So that's great.
Perfect. That's what I want him to do. And I was just thinking, because the way that he adapted Dr. Sleep really faithfully, but also made it canonically make sense with the movie of The Shining, which didn't
exactly,
and then also took elements from the novel of The Shining that weren't in the original Shining movie, and kind of made this like all-encompassing movie. the way that he blends all that together makes me really interested in how he'd approach this.
That's someone that really pays attention.
Oh yeah, and he loves it, man. That's where it comes from. Yeah.
Because like probably the Hill House thing favorite is too genius for me.
Dr. Sleep is probably my favorite Flanagan movie, but like if we're talking like favorite Flanagan property, it's Midnight Mass, which really again like
that's his favorite too.
You get a religious, like tons of religious overtones in that film, and if he's gonna do it, I think like if he handles it, it doesn't even have to be similar to Midnight Mass, but just the way that he talks about, belief and like forgiveness and everything, like. He's perfect for The Exorcist.
He would do it really well.
For questioning your faith. Like that's all you have to watch is that movie. And honestly, that show, and if you watch Dr. Sleep, there's a lot of that too, because Dr. Sleep is like about a dude struggling with his alcoholism. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's doing that in his trauma and everything. It's like it's perfect.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Do you really think? Like, do you necessarily need any of the legacy characters?
No,
not
at all.
Good, thank you.
Not even remotely.
That's why I wasn't even the least bit excited. I was happy to hear it was Flanagan, but I was not happy about seeing. I was just like, I'm done. Like, I don't even.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where so many people are too, dude. Where it's like we just need, especially if you're gonna get somebody like a visionary like Flanagan on board. And
just let him
it's
rip.
like just let him go, let him tell his own story, because I mean even his original stuff like Annabelle that was fucking I'm talking about
Oculus
and no, the other one Ouija not Ouija
the fuck is happening?
We're fucking this whole thing
Origin of Evil.
That was good. That was a very solid prequel. Like it
was
no
good.
business being that good. So like it's
what if he did Evil Dead? Do you think he could do that? Like justice, like in a serious way?
That would be fascinating. I
would love to see him do any horror franchise that he wants. But
Evil
Dead would be one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know. Like I'd have to see.
Are you guys aware of the horror franchise that he has said he wants to make?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, he wants it. He has an Elm Street.
He'd be amazing.
He would be so fucking perfect for Elm Street. Out of all of those,
there would always be somebody fucking angry to be like, "Well, he's not funny" or something. You know what I mean? Like,
because see, that's the thing. Like, Flanagan.
No, I don't mean Flanagan. I just mean like the character. He probably wouldn't go that.
He wouldn't go as far to the humor, no.
But like, he would definitely have humor in it, and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't exactly. Yeah, it's like that. That would frustrate me so much if like people are shitting on him just because it's like, oh, he needs to be funny Freddy. It's like I love funny Freddy.
Like I get excited about this stuff too, and I don't mean to cut you off there, but
you're good.
I feel like sometimes we focus so much on remakes and stuff like that, when I think Flanagan has something in him that he could literally bring to the table that would be brand fucking new.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And his originals are amazing.
Like, I feel like we're kind of cutting him short a little bit by just throwing all these other properties at him. Say, hey, fix this. When
that's the thing. I was just thinking, like, Ouija was shit, and then he made Ouija Origin of Evil, which was awesome. And then if he comes in and does the Exorcist thing, which I mean, I can pretty confidently say it would be good because it's Mike Flanagan. He would just. I don't want him to like get the reputation for being the guy that you bring in to fix bad movies, like Bye Bye Man 2.
You guys are making me jump so far ahead in the chat. I was going to get there. That was going to be fucking good.
And you know what?
Actually,
it would be fucking great. He could make it work. I know he could.
He would, because the beginning of that movie was kind of awesome.
Yeah, he could make it work.
Oh yeah, the opening to Bye Bye Man. I thought that I was
like, yeah,
dude. Like that was one of those movies where it's like I heard it was trash, but it was before all the YouTubers got on there and made all their videos about it. Where they were like ripping it apart and breaking down plot point by plot point. I ended up watching it and like I was like, this is like a really cool like start to this movie. I don't know what people are talking about. And then the rest of the movie fucking happens. I think I fell asleep. Like I swear, I don't remember. I don't remember the third act like at all.
I just don't want Flanagan to be the guy that they start coming to when one movie bombs and then they're like, let's just get him to fix it. Like I don't want that to be.
I don't think he would let himself.
No, of course not. Like, I just don't want that pattern to start.
The Joss Whedon of fucking like.
Yeah. Well, we all saw how that happened.
Flanagan is the fixer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He's way too talented.
He's amazing.
Doing stuff. He should be doing properties that he can, like, he should sit for a year and like come up or use something that he's had written and then build on it or something. You know
That's what Midnight Mass.
That's what I want to see.
Was. He had written Midnight Mass forever ago, and he wanted to get that made at Netflix ever since he did Hill House.
Yeah,
and like they kept passing on it, and then he wanted it written so bad. Was it Hush or was it Gerald's Game?
Gerald's Game. There's a book of Midnight Mass. I think there might also be in Hush. Actually, I think he has the book in Hush?
both. Didn't she? Because she's a writer, and
Kate Siegel?
Been a long time.
I think
so. They co-wrote it together. Him and Kate Siegel.
No. I mean her character in Hush. I think isn't she like supposed to be the writer? Of
I
Midnight
think so.
Mass?
Yeah.
Okay. It canonically for that, and I love.
He's always wanted to do it. That's the kind of thing.
So he's planting the seeds.
It's been there forever. Yeah.
And then
and I mean, he has talked about that's the most personal story he's made.
It's
like that's his favorite. Hill House is my favorite thing he's done, but
he's good with flawed characters, and that's a really flawed character movie or show.
Oh, it's completely about that. And this is speaking of characters. Chris Steele says, "Exorcist Believer had no connection to characters. Flanagan is a master of getting you to connect with characters." Yep. Absolutely agree.
100%.
I did want to point this out too. Are Mike Flanagan's fans called Flanagan?
Can we come up with like a sign, like a gang sign?
Flanagan member.
Oh my god, you guys know.
All right, and then
Rockland Gray's gang sign is coming in. It's part of my merch.
Artie says Hush is my favorite Flanny. What's your favorite Flanny? Each of you. I'm going Midnight Mass.
Hill House. Cosmatos. That'd be kind of interesting. But I think he should be doing a Lovecraft all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about Panos here next. So.
Oh, what?
Did you not hear the news?
No.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. But I want to know, dude. What's your favorite Flanagan?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, Midnight Mass. I like that, and I like.
Feel you.
I mean, everything he's done, I've really enjoyed. I haven't had any issue with anything that he's done. Not one single thing. So I don't really, it's hard. It's like picking through. Like, I don't own all of them, but I should. I guess I should.
No,
did you
not
hear
all of
that
them are on?
Hush was. He recently talked about it because it's not on Netflix right now.
Yeah, the Wolfman's Got Nards reposted that.
Yeah, so Flanagan has been talking about, he's been hinting that Hush is finding a new home, and someone was like, please physical media, and he responded to their tweet like, I think you'll be pleased with where it ends up. So Hush might finally be getting a Blu-ray release, which would be fucking awesome, and I want all of his shit to get a Blu-ray release. It is a fucking tragedy that Midnight Mass, Hush, and Gerald's Game were just landlocked there. Because I have Hill House and Bly Manor on Blu-ray.
Did you know that you know what company is most likely to put that out?
No.
It's Criterion.
Are you sure that wasn't just a mock-up that
No, it's that is a mock-up, but there's a reason that mock-up is popular is because Criterion what's the company that owns Criterion?
Oh fuck.
They're the little.
I was just talking about this the other day with somebody too.
Whatever that company is that owns Criterion, they have a deal with Netflix. That's why like most of the Netflix movies you see when they get put out on Blu-ray, unless it's like a mass thing. Yeah, Irishman. What's that recent one? The black and white one. The guy who did Gravity did it. Shit, why can't I think of his name?
I don't remember.
Point is, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. All these other movies that were Netflix originals all went to Criterion. So that would be it's not necessary for it. I would take a standard release for Hush.
Yeah.
But it would be awesome to get a Criterion release for that.
Have you guys read Gerald's Game?
No, but I have it.
Fuck, man.
It's on my list of Stephen King things. Speaking of,
I have read.
I'm reading The Stand right now.
I just am about to finish a book called Whalefall that I kept seeing ads for in Fangoria, their newsletters a long time ago. And like, this is like, you, Evan, should not read it.
Why?
Don't read it. I'll have to tell you off air because it's very personal. But
I have a feeling I might.
There's some subject matter in there that I feel like would
I don't mind that stuff,
would be a little. tough, but
we'll talk about it. Yeah.
It's very.
What did you say it's called?
Whale Fall. It's very interesting. It's about a diver who gets accidentally eaten by a fucking sperm whale.
Right.
And it's not like Jonah and the whale at all. It's like some body horror bullshit, dude. Like he's in there getting beat up by the fucking stomach, and it's rough. And then there's a point where and this isn't like a major spoiler, where the whale dives, and like, you know how pressure and everything, what it does to the human body and all that. Like I'm talking like some fucking cosmic fuck. He's losing his mind as they're going deeper and deeper in the pressure. And it's like the way they're describing it, dude. It's insane. It's so insane. I love it, but it's emotional as hell.
I might read it. So it sounds interesting. I'm reading The Stand, and it took 400 pages for any of the two established characters to meet each other.
I know. That's the problem.
But it's so good. It's so good, man.
That's where it loses a lot of people, is because that, even in the show too, it's kind of similar in a lot.
I haven't seen the show. Like I don't know anything about the story. I'm experiencing it for the first time through the novel, which is fun.
I like the original show, the first one they did.
I'm loving the book. Like it's fucking fantastic.
What's this Panos stuff? I want to get on to that.
Oh, okay, yeah, we gotta get. Also, I do want to mention this real quick. What do you guys think of this? Crow Muller brings up, I want Panos Cosmatos to do A Nightmare on Elm Street. Just go overboard with the psychedelic, mind-bending visual stuff.
I mean,
you're the Panos.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to envision that because I'm so stuck on him doing the next.
Agreed, Cynthia.
Lovecraft stuff. Like I feel like he should be doing more personal levels of indie Lovecraft.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so it's Vor flesh thing? Yeah, it's pretty wild. But let's get into this. Otherwise, Alex will kill me. So
yeah, I'm dying to know. I didn't see it. In there. How did I not see that?
Oh, it's because I didn't call it. I didn't put his name in the title.
Oh.
Because I assumed you of all people would have seen this. And you know,
wow.
now that I not as a dig, but now that I look back on it, you didn't bring it up at all in chat last week, so I was kind of surprised. So yeah, Flesh of the Gods, Kristen Stewart and Oscar Isaac starring an 80s vampire movie from Panos.
I'm down. Okay.
Yes.
I don't care if she's got glitter or not. I'm just like, whatever.
He's like, let's fucking go.
It's Panos, let's go.
Dude, I love this, man. Like Mandy is one of those films that I get so much out of every time I watch it.
That movie.
I like her too, and I like him.
Kristen Stewart?
Like, yeah, I actually really like Kristen Stewart. I don't know, like
she's great.
People get on her shit because she's, I guess, you know.
Did you guys ever see Personal Shopper?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see
really
it.
Good. It's a really good. It's got a little bit of a supernatural twist to it. It's not very heavy. I wouldn't even call it horror that much, but it's super good. I really liked her in Underwater, which I know is kind of a goofy movie.
She was great in that.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Evan?
She was in Crimes of the Future as well. She was really
good.
I
didn't see Crimes of the Future yet.
She was a little weird in that one though.
She was weird.
Yeah.
Everybody's weird in Cronenberg stuff.
It's true.
That's what I got to say about Humane. Have either of you guys watched Humane yet?
That's one of the ones I'm going to watch after tonight.
Okay, Humane is like the most grounded Cronenberg film ever. Like I that's what I said in our review. Is like I appreciate that it's still weird and there's still some really odd parts, obviously. But like she's so much more grounded than her brother and her dad. And it's like kind of a breath of fresh air.
They probably weren't on LSD when they had her, you know.
Oh, hopefully not. Christ, I hope they weren't on LSD when they had their kids. But this is kind of the gist of it. But the story details Flesh of the Gods. Oh, what the hell happened? Flesh of the Gods set in glittering 80s LA, where married couple
word to use.
Raoul and Alex each evening descend with their luxury skyscraper condo and head into the city electric nightmare realm. When they cross paths with the mysterious and enigmatic figure known as Nameless and her hard partying cabal. Sorry, can't read. The pair are seduced into a glamorous, surrealistic world of hedonism, thrills, and violence.
Sounds like a Panos movie.
Yeah.
It really does, because
yes,
like the whole Nameless
too many
thing.
Big words for me on that one, but yeah, I'm so sold. Like honestly, just Panos and that cast alone, because I also agree. I love Kristen Stewart. I really really wanted to see her new one, Love Lies Bleeding. I've heard nothing but good things. But Evan, what are you doing, brother? Everything okay?
What the fuck happened?
Like, what's going on over there, man?
Oh, no.
What is going on with my camera today?
If you guys wait about 20 minutes, he'll go to Sepia World.
Johnny Mashed Potatoes. If you want to design some scary merch, hit us up.
I don't know what happened, but I kind of fuck with it.
Johnny, I went to look you up, by the way, and I couldn't find anything. I didn't want to be rude by just keep searching, you know what I mean? So if you hit me up on my Twitter or something.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, hit up Splattercast Pod on Instagram. Yeah, we'd love to see what you'd come up with.
I didn't do anything. Oh,
okay, you're back.
Am I so red?
I don't know.
Dude, he's been having some. This is the guy that's doing thousands of fucking views.
I never claimed to know what I was doing.
I feel like Jordan Peele would be a great director for Nightmare on Elm Street. I think he'd be pretty good. I think that he'd have a really good. I
think there's too much humor in his movies.
I agree with that. Honestly, you know what I would think if Flanagan did the first one, and he kind of did it the way that the films in the 80s went, in the sense of like the first one's a little more grounded, and then maybe you used Peele for the sequels, or one of the sequels where he gets a little bit more fun-loving. I think
I'm still like, good. I fucking love The Exorcist. I'm still like, why the hell are we getting a trilogy? Like, if we're doing it,
we might not. Who knows? I mean,
I know,
could change the whole thing. He's got a lot of.
I mean, but I just mean they're going to be pumping out more than just one, because they invested so much money into that IP. They're going to be making more than just one more movie with it, and I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. The Exorcist, like, never, as much as I love Exorcist 3, it never made sense to make a sequel to The Exorcist. So I don't know.
Necrocosm. What is Necrocosm, Alex?
We're still waiting on that Necrocosm. That sounds familiar, but I don't know. Necro something.
I know nothing of this.
Not sure either, but getting back to this a little bit, this is it's going to be launching at Cannes. So once, I think that's next January, if I remember correctly. So it's going to be a little while, which means we're not going to see it till 2025 at the earliest. But yeah, I'm so down for this, honestly. Like,
I think it's going to be good.
The last thing he did, I believe, was he had a segment on that Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosities.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, amazing.
And he hasn't done anything else since, so it's like it's about time for him to do a film.
I love that. The way he handled all those characters in that scene for such a short amount of time, like, was so good, dude. Like, I was like really wrapped up in the atmosphere of that one, man. And then when everything started going haywire, I was like, dude, he's like after my heart. You know what I mean? Like, getting weird with it, you know? Like, that, I was so amazed by that. It was like, honestly, the best one.
I'm really hoping that we get more of Cabinet of Curiosities. I thought all 8 of those were pretty solid. Like, I kind of watched them in quick succession. We were trying to review them on the channel, but we never got around to it just because it was such a packed year. But like, it was one of those things where I really thought that was a very solid concept for an anthology show.
Yeah, no, and they're actually coming out with another one, and I mentioned this in my YouTube short and also on TikTok. The Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams, which Joko Anwar has been blowing up Indonesia with the Satan's Slaves movies, and he did 1 and 2, and then, or the prequel and then the sequel. And then he did Queen of Black Magic, which was on Shudder, which is really good. He also did the pigment one where you had, it's like a skin disease where you have like fuck, I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, he's really big in Indonesia, and that's been kind of blowing up for the supernatural area, like for Indonesia anyway.
Oh, I'm down.
It's like the Cabinet of Curiosities, only it's his version from Joko Anwar.
Gotcha. Necrochasm was supposed to be Panos Cosmatos' next movie, says Crowmauler.
That's what. Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, I remember hearing that too. Yeah.
We need to give Rachel Talalay another shot at directing. Her directed Doctor Who episodes are fantastic. I have never seen any of Doctor Who, so I can't speak on that personally.
I like it.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm very familiar with them. But I mean, I'm always down for giving people a chance to direct some films, especially in the horror.
The last time I saw it was when David Tennant was Doctor Who.
Well, I think he just recently came back for a stint.
Did he?
I think so.
I just rewatched Broadchurch, man. He's so good.
I love David Tennant. He's good in a lot of shit that he does. Looking forward to that, Alex. Cynthia knows what you're talking about.
Impetigore, that's the one I was thinking of. They did Impetigore, which is also on Shudder. They did Satan's Slaves 1 and 2 is on Shudder, and then also Queen of Black Magic. Queen of Black Magic is my personal favorite. And if you've ever seen What the Devil May Bring, have you ever seen that one?
I've heard of it. I have not seen it though.
Another fantastic, guys, you need to watch that movie. It's called What the Devil May Bring, and it's about this guy who tries to kill a witch or something, and then they curse the family. And it is some of the scariest shit I've ever fucking seen. It is intense scary. And
I like the concept. So
Joko Anwar does a lot of the same shit, like in Queen of Black Magic, the newer one. There's an older one from the 80s because he likes to draw inspiration from some of the earlier ones, like Satan's Slave from 1981, or the other one that was really big, which was the one I just mentioned, Queen of Black Magic, which wasn't really scary but weird. And but yeah, Queen of Black Magic has this scene with a bus full of dead people that is probably one of the scariest things ever. And I was just so horrified when that moment happened. You got to watch it. It's on Shudder. I really highly recommend it. But yeah.
Oh, that's shit.
It's really good shit. What the Devil May Bring You. What the Devil May Take. Or wait, What the Devil May.
So apparently, Rachel Talalay, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Did Freddy's Dead. It was her first directing stunt, and she's grown a lot since then. No, I'm down. I mean, there's a couple of people, like the guy who did, what the hell was that? Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. That was one of those things where that was one of his early acting gigs, or not acting, directing gigs, and that movie. I've been doing some research for some Texas Chainsaw content, and that movie got completely butchered by the studio because it was New Line. They had just picked it up, and they picked it up because Freddy was on his way out the door, and they did not know what to do with that franchise. They were like, let's just fucking let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks.
Cynthia's right. It's May the Devil Take You, which is on Netflix. And then May the Devil Take You 2, TOO, is on Shudder. So the sequel.
Okay.
Which is really weird, but they both kind of knew. But yeah, and then the other one, Impetigore, is really good. But if you like that, watch Queen of Black Magic. I'm telling you. Sorry, cool. I didn't mean to go back to that, but I really these are movies that no one ever talks about, and they should be talked about. Like 100% should be talked about. And there's a little bit of flaws around some of the CG that they use in it, but for the most part, this is some of the scariest shit I've ever seen.
Right on.
It's fucking scary.
Check it out, yeah.
May the Devil Take You 2 wasn't as good, but it's good. I'm just getting a little worn down by Supernatural lately.
It's not going to slow down anytime soon, brother.
Right.
So, well, they're going to.
Someone reinvents it and does something cool with it. I'm all about it. Do a Demons movie. Where it's physical as fuck. I'm all about that. You know what I mean?
All right. How you feeling after the Panos news, Alex? You feeling pretty good about that?
Yeah, I knew about the movie. I just didn't know he was the one that was going to direct it. That's the funny thing. And I think I read. I don't know why I skipped over that. I don't know. I think I was just all over the place this week. So
yeah.
Hell yeah! I'm glad that you feel good. I'm glad that you like that. Because Evan and I are going to talk about Terrifier 3 now. So.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go load a shotgun.
Bro, I turned my light up and my camera got darker.
I know you've been struggling.
I'm having some serious trouble right now.
You're looking mad frustrated.
Watch me. Watch. I'm gonna crank.
Like
I'm gonna.
Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. Where
Watch me. I'm turning my light up right now. Watch this. Look at that.
It's a shadow thing.
I just maxed it out.
It looked like nothing happened.
Remember?
I know
that film at Q that I said that you were in a kind of like a smoky room.
I found something cool.
It's gone now.
I found.
There.
Camera
now
filters.
You got contrast fucking things up.
Yo, what's happening?
Cartoon. I am a cartoon.
Evan, are you haunted? Artie's asked.
I think so. I don't know what's happening.
Thanks. Crow's
Indonesia
right.
has a great horror scene.
It sounds and they have a really great old scene too. Pretty fucked up movies.
Really fucking great martial arts scene with the Raid and the Raid 2. You guys need to watch those movies.
I think Black Magic 1 and 2 is really good. I've seen those. Those are great.
Don't look behind you, Evan.
I'm trying to think of some other ones, but there's so many.
There's a Pee-wee's Playhouse marathon going on YouTube right now.
Is there?
I might have to pop that in. I have not seen that in so long.
I was gonna say I just watched the Lady Terminator movie, and I believe that's an Indonesian film. It's a Terminator ripoff movie, and it's a fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
Christina was in love with it because it's so bizarre.
That's awesome.
It's really violent and like extremely like crazy, and a lot of nudity too, by the way.
Oh boy!
Nothing wrong with that.
Evan, this is for you.
Huh? Hot take: Halloween Ends wasn't that bad. In fact, pretty iconic. That is my fucking man. That is my man. I love
Halloween
it.
Ends wasn't that bad.
Hey, I'll take it. That's better than I usually get.
All the originals love them. Oh yeah.
What movie? Never even heard of that one.
Halloween Ends. Yeah, it's a niche. Yeah. It's an indie movie. Evan looks like he has survived being attacked by.
I heard of that movie, Christine. What's that movie?
Christine was a ripoff of Halloween Ends.
Yeah, I know the Christine movie. Didn't they try to remake that into a fucking Michael Myers movie or something?
No. The like Halloween Ends is what they ripped off Halloween Ends when making Christine.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. So it's a prequel.
Agreed on Halloween Ends. My people.
This is the problem with him having the biggest channel, is that he's going to bring in all these guys.
Bringing in all the trash. No, I'm kidding.
He said, Johnny Mashed Potato said same name for Instagram. Alex.
Instagram, okay.
What? Your name looks very familiar.
I've seen the name.
That does look very familiar. Let me check my Instagram request. Sometimes I forget to look at those. No, it's not there.
Johnny Mashed Potatoes.
Have we messaged before? Why do I recognize your name and profile picture?
Maybe because he's been here before.
Because he's been on the stream many times.
Okay. You want a hot take? My favorite Halloween is second Rob Zombie movie. Whoa.
He makes the
Illinois says Halloween never ends. It never does.
I don't hate Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
I don't either.
Stating nothing but facts.
I think it's pretty cool.
It's something I've got to kind of get into.
It's so different. Like it's just this like gritty, dreamy, weird, brutal slasher. It's cool.
I don't like.
What are we actually expecting?
No, the end is goofy as fuck.
Just more gore, or actually expanding the character.
We're definitely getting more lore. There's so many questions from T2 that have not been answered.
I know. Like, how did he survive the lava at the end, dude, and come back for T3?
Right?
I still don't know.
Yeah.
I still don't know. Alex is so fucking confused right now. Like, what are you talking
I'm like listening, and I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck are we talking about?
I'll take Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 opening scene as some of the best Michael Myers content ever made. I don't disagree with you. That opening scene in the hospital is fucking awesome.
It's cool.
Brutal, and a lot of people don't like the brutality.
I wouldn't say the best Michael Myers.
It doesn't feel like Michael Myers, but it's a dope fucking
Michael
sequence.
Myers at all. It's
right.
It's cool. I'll give you that. It's very fun, but it's not Michael Myers.
Here's what I
don't disagree with that.
Halloween is a movie that will never be able to be remade in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
So you either just take it brutal
or
shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's the way I like it anyway.
That's why we like Halloween Ends over.
Okay, we got to restart. We got to restart the stream, guys.
Shit. All right. Fair enough.
It's just arrived.
Okay.
What's going on, bro?
Okay. What? Oh yeah, we're talking about Terrifier 3, right?
Yes. Time to talk about Terrifier 3. We're gonna miss our window if we keep going off. But
this will be a 3-hour segment, guys. Just so you know.
We had some.
It's brief news.
Yeah, there's not a ton here, but we have some things to say. We had some really, really satisfying, really great news, really confident news, is what I said in our video earlier last week, with the fact that Terrifier 3 has been moved up to October 11th.
Hell yeah.
And we also got another still image of Art the Clown looking mighty demonic.
He's in an attic. What kind of Christmas shit is he doing?
Just in time for Christmas. And
I saw
Lords of Salem is underrated. I agree.
Yes, Lords of Salem is very underrated. I will agree with that. I like that one a lot.
I fuck with that movie.
I like the song in it. I thought it was creepy.
Bro, watching
House
Lords of Salem in the month of October is so vibey.
Boogeyman Ben, I would say
Rob Zombie. Oh, go ahead.
House of a Thousand Corpses and Lords of Salem are my favorite Rob Zombie films. So I think Devil's Rejects is super overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I think it's super overrated. I was not blown away by that movie. Okay. I thought that it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Was great.
I thought House of a Thousand Corpses was way better.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I felt like that was when he fully realized the characters. Is in part 2.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite of the Firefly trilogy.
Rejects felt like it went full blown mid 2000s gore shock fest, as opposed to the first film feeling like an old haunted house movie.
Yeah, but the first movie is also a mess.
Yeah, it's
incoherent.
Fun ride. I love that. It's not
incoherent.
It's simple as hell.
It's fun, but it is splotchy as fuck, dude.
All right.
It has no pacing whatsoever, and that whole ending.
It's a fucking mess.
It's a nightmare, and not the best ways.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stay on topic.
Yes, Terrifier 3. Then you guys can beat me up about my hot take on Rob Zombie.
But you and Jake did kind of make me want to come to Ohio and get drunk and watch Empty Man.
We could do that.
Pretty good sales pitch.
Hey, we could do that. I was seriously thinking about it. We could go to the Nightlight. I'll see if we can rent a theater. They serve drinks there. We all could drink. Alex, you guys want to come take a trip up to Ohio and
why is it? Look at this.
In an independent
when
theater?
I move to the side, it gets brighter. But when I'm sitting,
you got automatic settings on your camera, and so
what's wrong with
Ohio,
Artie?
I can't adjust the exposure manually.
This is the ultimate ADHD stream. I know. We're
sorry.
Really terrible. We're really terrible.
Terrifier 3.
But then they're talking about the Empty Man. It's Empty Man's great.
Terrifier 3 got moved to October 11th, so we're getting it 2 weeks earlier than we originally thought we would. And now we're getting an image of Art the Clown. It looks like he's in an attic, which means he's doing some creepy, spooky Santa shit. Maybe a parent is going upstairs to wrap presents for their kids or something, and he says, "Hi guys, what's going on?"
Yeah,
it's exciting.
That's what fucking Jake was saying on his video about it. That he was saying that he likes the picture that Santa's he's going up there, hiding in an attic or something. I was super happy to hear this because, again, I said this in our video, and I know we talked about it a little bit, Evan, but like this just exudes confidence to me from the filmmakers and everybody involved, where it's just like, yeah, we just wrapped filming, and you always hear about movies getting like pushed further. Because honestly, when you put that in the chat, I was at work, so I could only read the bubble that popped up on my phone. So when you said release date pushed or whatever, I thought, they pushed it to November, maybe closer to Christmas. So when I got on my break and I saw that it was closer, I was like, oh, that's great news.
Yeah,
that
awesome.
Could only mean good things.
That and means they're confident. Yeah,
Alex, going off of what we talked about a couple days ago. I forget where we talked about it or why, but like we brought up
you were saying that you understood my point of view where
oh yeah, this was
where
after
I said that it's not fully realized yet, and I think
this one could be it. But also you said we were talking about how the second one is a bit long. This makes me feel like this one's going to be closer to that hour and a half, hour 40 mark than the second one was.
And he said it's going to be that.
So this, because the fact that it's not, I feel like it's going to be a lot closer to the standard hour and a half that we're looking for. So this just makes me so, I couldn't get more excited for this movie. But like this, again, just is another great sign to me. And I will stand by. I think that we're going to get a trailer by the end of the month.
End of this month?
Saying. End of this month. I'm saying it.
I hope it's after May 18th.
Well, let's hope it means that there's confidence, because I would be really sad to find out that this fell apart.
Imagine if it drops and it's just like shit.
It's like everybody's like, oh.
Yeah. That would suck so much.
Hey, looks interesting.
Hey, the lighting's really good. You can tell the budget's higher.
You know what I like is a good attic. That's a good attic.
That's a good attic.
Hey,
I like the cobwebs.
I want to say that I like the look of the makeup this time around. It looks
more
different.
demonic.
Yeah, and there was a part of me that didn't like it at first, but I recently rewatched Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was comparing him from Terrifier 1 to Terrifier 2.
You can
and
see
then
it
I was
happening.
like, you can see it, but the fact that, spoilers, Terrifier 2, he gets his head chopped off at the end and then rebirthed, and we don't know how he gets his body back. I'm like, this is one of those things where it's like, the fact that he looks a little scarier, a little more monster-like in the facial features, a little more demon-like you were saying.
Really?
It feels...
the mold is different.
Look at the mold of his... Yeah,
there's
his
a better
eyes,
image of it. This image doesn't show it as well. There was one earlier on that they posted. I think it was on Instagram or something. But he just looks more like pointed. Like his facial features look more demonic.
He looks sort of... take a comparison of Freddy from
like a
Nightmare on Elm...
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. Take a comparison of Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street 1 to Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah,
that's what I look for. He looks a little more like Demon Freddy.
Spiky, yeah.
And then obviously I'd hope by the fourth one, if we really want to go full balls to the wall with it, then we get New Nightmare, where he's full blown, he looks like a complete monster.
Reaper Dragon, I agree. Please.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to add something to this as a little fun thing.
Yeah.
So I saw Ted Gagan talking about this and how he was like, he's not a fan of Terrifier. And he's like, but I really hope it does very well.
Yeah.
He's like, and that's what you should be like if you don't like a movie, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
And everybody was like, yes, I agree with this. This is a good thing.
Yes.
He's like, because we want a good horror community.
And I think especially with something like this, where it's it's an independent thing that was huge crowdfunding, and there's a big community element around it. It's only good for horror if this does well.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, I don't really like the brutality. I think it's a little too much. It's not my thing.
That's fair. Yeah.
But he's like, I really do appreciate that it's doing well.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. I'm happy that people have it.
Yeah, so. And we were talking the other day how Evan and I are in that age group where we don't have horror icons that we really got to grow up with. There isn't
not new ones.
Yeah, they're not yours, they're mine.
I would say Sam is probably the closest, and he's not even a full-blown horror icon.
Right.
He's just now getting up there the last 5 years.
He should have been, but
he absolutely should have been.
They fucking shit the bed with that because they buried it and they didn't know what they had. But Art the Clown is the first time that people like Evan and I's age get to experience a horror icon in the making. You know what I mean? We get to be there from the ground floor up, and it's it's exciting. It's nice. It's fun.
And I think part of the reason I've been so excited about it is because I remember seeing All Hallows Eve back in 2012 when it first came out.
I saw him on Netflix.
Or was it 2015?
Yeah, it was Netflix for me as well.
I think it was 2015.
It was one of the earliest online streams.
But
I think I rented it actually from the service on
when
Netflix.
All Hallows Eve came out back in 2015. Like I remember being so caught by the design of art, and at that point,
Alice
like he
Cooper
was still like niche and no one knew about him. It was actually really interesting. I was rewatching Dr. Wolfula's video on All Hallows Eve that he made like way back when.
Thanks for laughing, by the way, Dylan.
Sorry, I'm so in my own head right now.
No, you're fine.
Keep going. It's over.
I was watching Dr. Wolfula's review of All Hallows Eve from back in the day, and he was talking about like showing an image of Art the Clown. He was like, except nobody knows who the fuck Art the Clown is, and it's like that has changed so much,
right?
And that's really cool.
I remember that review too.
Like he says no one knows who the fuck Art the Clown is, and at the time that was true. So it's been really cool to see him go from like no one knows who the fuck this is to this is the next slasher icon.
Bro, you can go into Hot Topic and Spencer's and buy Art the Clown t-shirts, no problem.
I was in Spencer's the other day. They're fucking plastering the place with Art the Clown. It's awesome. It's been so cool to watch this go from that tiny unknown thing to this.
Nothing spells like the heart of horror like capitalism.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Let's sell the shit out of this.
Listen, all right. I'm a slut for some good, horror merch. All right.
I mean, I've heard
my background hasn't
sold beat horn in the room there a couple of times.
Oh, speaking of that, I wanted to show everybody this. We had this. Awesome. We had this thing. We might get shut down by YouTube for how phallic this thing looks, but we have this thing called
a dildo.
Kinda. But we have this thing in where I'm around in my part of Ohio, Akron, where it's the punk rock flea market, where it's just a flea market for just horror fans and like weird sellers and people who make all kinds of oddity shit. And there's a 3D printer person who makes little 3D printed things. Yeah. Yep, and it's a little tiny chest burster, completely cool. 3D printed.
Hey, I've seen Alien.
You did see Alien. That you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that. I was thinking when I was talking, I was like, I went to the theater recently. What did I go for the theater for? And I couldn't remember. But I finally saw Alien.
That is something.
Took me a long ass time.
And what did you think?
Are you happy, Alex? Are you happy that you at least got to see it on the big screen?
I got to see it in the theater for the first time.
Yeah, that's
pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna
lie. I don't think I've ever experienced that. So I mean, like,
dude,
the dildo from Satanic.
Yeah. No, it was fucking awesome.
Yes,
it was really cool to like for my first time seeing that to be in a movie theater. Dude. That was awesome, and so especially because like
you're gonna think of part 2 now.
It was super cool, Morgan.
It was a theater of people who were like super excited because there was just hardcore Alien fans who were like taking pictures of the poster outside the theater, and I was like, this is the kind of environment I want to see this in.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, I missed that. I think I was gonna go see Dawn of the Dead too at the theater, but the theater that was doing it screwed over my friends who did a horror night there. So I'm missing out on that. So I'm really pissed about that.
You got to see Halloween Resurrection and Jason X in the theater already. Well,
Alien
you got me beat.
Aliens are perfect movies. I couldn't agree more. Boogeyman. That's as far as Alien films go, it doesn't.
Do you guys know Ben?
No, this is the first time I've
seen
so
it, you know?
Boogeyman Ben. He's a really, first of all, super nice dude. Like a year ago, probably gave me a completely unsolicited shout out on his channel. Really friendly guy. We chat pretty regularly. He makes a shit ton of like Salem's Lot content. Like that's kind of his specialty is Salem's Lot. And I'm gonna get him involved on some Salem's Lot stuff because I want to cover some of the stuff because I've never seen the movies. I've read the book.
Well, I just subscribed, so I'll check out his content.
Yeah, subscribe to Boogeyman Ben here.
If you are a big fan of that, you might want to watch Satan's Slave from 1981 because they tried to rip off the movie a little bit in Indonesia. There's a lot of scenes that look exactly like it.
Ben is fucking fantastic. Super kind dude. I'm getting him in on some videos, which I'm really excited for because Salem's Lot is his specialty, and I've only read the novel. So subscribe to him.
Hell yeah.
Great creator.
I need to give that movie a shot again because I don't know if there's like a better one, or because there's a couple.
There's the 2003 movie, but Ben, the one that you like was from the 70s. It was a miniseries, I think.
It's definitely from the 70s.
Yeah, because that's his favorite movie of all time.
There's a channel link if anybody wants to subscribe.
Thank you. I was just looking for that.
The 79 miniseries, yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Santa Slate, one of the first Frank.
Oh yeah, it was directed by Tobe Hooper.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Tobe Hooper. I fucking love that man. I'm so sad
good,
that he is gone.
I'm very excited going through these Texas Chainsaw movies. Like I don't love the remakes, but it's just making me excited to go back and rewatch the original soon.
Did either of you guys watch this? What Cromaller just brought up? Because I've always been curious.
Yes.
Castle Rock show.
Yeah,
I watched both seasons, but 1 and 2.
Thank you, Cynthia, for showing some support over there. Oh, also, I don't want to put Cynthia out on the spot like this, but I'm going to. I hope she forgives me, but she left a very nice comment on one of our videos. I think it was earlier this week. I believe it was for Mind, Body, Spirit, where she was saying how she wants to start a channel and stuff like that, and I was trying to motivate her to do so. So
hell yeah,
I think everybody here can say that we would love to see Cynthia break down and review some horror movies.
Yes, 100%.
It will punish you, and it will hurt sometimes. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I trust that he'll be back.
It's so worth it.
Oh my god. That's starting to go in the poor taste area.
It's you got to remember it's a lot of fun. You gotta go with the
absolutely.
You got to put the fun stuff before the heartache.
It's true.
That's true.
It's soul crushing. Get away while you still can.
Low budget graveyard movie Mortuary from 2005. I think I saw that on TV forever.
Is that the one where the girl has the birthday and then like she goes to the mausoleum?
I'm looking
then,
at
like,
it right now.
Lightning strikes in her head and she like turns into an evil person. Pretty sure that's the one.
I think that is the one you're talking about. Yeah.
It's a so bad it's good one, right? Like I'm pretty sure.
No, wait a second. That's not Tobe Hooper.
That's not Tobe Hooper for sure. Mausoleum? I don't think so. Unless I can't.
Wait, was it Mausoleum or Mortuary? What did I say?
Mortuary is a different one completely. So
Mortuary. That's from 1982. He's talking about the one from 2005. Okay,
Pet
my
Cemetery
bad.
is another interesting because Ben's bringing up Pet Cemetery. That's another interesting King adaptation because the book, I think, is the scariest King book I've read.
The book is so much better.
And he threw it in a fucking drawer for like 7 years.
I know, and it would never have come if his
yanked...
wife hadn't saved it. So thank you.
It was that and Carrie. She saved that and Carrie.
Yeah, and Carrie.
That was his first taste. He was like, "Yeah, this is too much."
Yeah, I mean, I think Pet Cemetery is his scariest book, and neither of. I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen the remake, but I like the first movie.
Suggest it to new people though, right off the bat. Maybe I don't know.
Would or wouldn't.
For people who are just getting into King, I feel like that might be a weird start.
Pet Cemetery?
Start with the short stories.
That's a good idea. I always recommend that.
I started with Dolores Claiborne.
I mean, that's fine too because it's not horror.
No, it's a great novel.
Is it long? I don't know how long that one is. Okay,
no, it's not super
I was going to
long.
say I wouldn't do anything super long, and I wouldn't do anything until because like. This the thing about King too. I think we talked about this a couple months ago. Is like how he'll just go from like just describing something to then immediately being like, yeah, now these people are having sex. Let me describe this graphic scene.
I remember. I'm not bringing up that scene, but I remember reading it, not that scene. And there's a bit when we're first catching up to them as adults.
Yeah,
and one of them is like in bed with his wife. And King is setting the scene, and he goes, his erection pointed north like a compass. And I'm like reading, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Why is that there?
In Pet Cemetery, it's like they have a big argument at one point, and then it just immediately, like the next chapter opens with them, like he climaxes inside her and stuff.
Right.
It's just like, and it's just just jump. The next
I was
page
reading
is
The Stand last night, and I was I was paying attention because there was a new female character that got introduced. I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take before he mentions her tits.
Right?
Dude, it took a couple lines before he started describing her breasts, and then they were fucking on the next page. It takes him no time.
But I mean, it's that, and then obviously,
but it's depending also the storytelling is so good.
It is good. Depending on what era of King too that you read, you're gonna have to weather your way through a few N-bombs. So especially if you go towards something like It, where it's taking place in the
It has so many hard R's in it.
Yeah, it's rough. There's definitely some stuff in there, but I would say if you're new to King, you should jump in maybe with something a little bit, either the short stories or something more modern. Like The Outsider was not bad. I thought the ending sucked, but
yeah.
I know Night Shift would be a good anthology.
I highly recommend Dolores Claiborne. I mean, it's weird, but
The Mist, yeah, that's a fine one to start with. But yeah, Pet Sematary, dude, like that. I read that book at the start of the year, and it soured my taste for any of the. I always thought that the first film, the first adaptation was fine. It was good. I don't know if I could watch it again.
Now the casting for Judd is perfect.
Yes, I will say that I did picture him the entire time.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But like, dude,
yeah.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could watch any adaptation of that movie ever again after reading the book, because the book is so good.
You know,
like it's so much creepier. It's so much better paced. Everything is set up so much stronger.
Yeah, not to the same degree.
For me,
I had a similar road. I tell you, it's a damn road. I had a somewhat not nearly to the same extent, but I had a somewhat similar experience with that recently reading Misery, because the movie's amazing. Like, this isn't a situation where like the Pet Sematary movie is good, but like the movie of Misery is great. But Annie in the novel is so much scarier than she is in the movie by like tenfold. That's
what I hear. I haven't read Misery yet.
Terrifying, and that book is so disturbing. I remember one scene. I'm not like gonna give shit away because it is fairly different. But I remember one scene where like she's talking to the main guy. I can't remember what his name is. She's talking to him, and then she like freezes in the middle of her sentence and just goes catatonic for like 3 hours, and then just resumes in the middle of what her sentence was. There's all these just random details of how insane she is. And then also, again, not spoiling shit, but she doesn't break his legs in the novel.
Oh, yep.
Bro.
I do know that. I know about that part.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I remember this part.
I was reading it thinking I knew what was coming.
I feel like the hobbling, and it's probably because I haven't read the book.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say.
But I feel like the hobbling in the movie is so much worse.
So here's the thing. It's worse to see the hobbling, but in the book, I think it's much worse to be in the head of someone watching what happens in the book happen to themselves. I agree with you that watching the hobbling is more effective, and I don't think what happened in the book would have been as effective in the movie. But for the book, what happens is so disturbing.
Yeah.
By the way, Ben brought up Secret Window. I love Secret Window.
I have not seen the movie nor
guilty pleasure. It's goofy, but I love it. It's Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Fucking Jesus.
That's a satanic one, right?
Nope.
It's like a satanic order or something.
Nope. He's an author, and he goes out to like a lake house. It's not satanic.
Right, but there's a couple of movies that I'm getting
confused.
You're
thinking of the number 23 with Jim Carrey.
No, there's another one.
I always forget about that movie, and then I'll see the cover and be like, damn, Jim Carrey did a horror movie?
Yeah. You should read Misery, though.
I will. It's getting towards the top of my list of things to...
I was going to make a video about the movie last winter, but then I was like, I haven't read the book, so I have
currently, right now, it's between Christine,
great book.
Misery...
I read that recently.
And then for some reason, I want to check out Cujo, just because I hear that it's different than the movie in a lot of ways, and I do want to see the differences. But it's tempting me because it's the shortest of those ones.
Christine is long. Well, it's not as long as like It, but it's like 600-700 pages. But also,
I saw that one's long. Misery's not very long. It's only like
Misery's like half as long as Christine.
300 pages.
Christine is really good, and it's very different from the Carpenter adaptation, because Carpenter leaned into the horror. He very much was like, this is a haunted car movie, but the book is about obsession and like kind of about addiction in a lot of ways. It's far more character focused than the movie was, and it's really great. Like, it's very different. It's a very different experience.
He just came out recently. I saw an article about it where he was saying that Pet Sematary was the one that he really wanted.
Carpenter?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
He said that was the one that really affected him the most.
Yeah. I know. Oh, yeah, he said he didn't even like Christine, like the book.
Yeah, he was just like, it was the only one they offered him. So he was like, okay.
He was going to do Firestarter for a minute there.
Yeah.
He did the soundtrack for it.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, I really didn't like the remake of Christine. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was really weird.
So it was the remake of Christine?
Yeah, they tried to put Michael Myers in it. It was fucking strange. I was not.
Yeah.
We flowed into that so naturally, and Alex just hopped on board.
I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Dude, if there was a remake of Christine, that's one of those ones that doesn't need remade, in my opinion.
It's getting remade.
Fine. Is it really?
I'm not fucking with you.
Don't.
But hold on, wait, guys.
Please don't tell me it's David Gordon Green.
No, it's not. What's the name of the guy that made Hannibal?
The guy's doing the Crystal Lake show?
Yes. He's doing Christine.
Hang on.
Which would be really good.
Chat will bring it up. They know everything.
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
He's the show guy. He's the guy that did the show, and then
the show guy.
The show fella.
God damn it!
Where is it at?
Hold on. For fuck's sake.
Oh, then you got to get
Brian Fuller.
Yeah,
Brian
okay.
Fuller. Yes,
he's doing a Christine remake.
Okay. I mean, I haven't seen Hannibal yet. I've heard it's many
amazing
things.
It's so good.
I know.
The only thing bad about that show is like the beginning of the third season, and it gets a little weird. And
the
then
end of season 2 is one of the greatest episodes of television.
Yeah,
I've ever
it's
seen.
real. Season 2 is the best, probably.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Season 1 is really good.
Is he directing it or writing it?
Bro, I swear to God.
Mr. Show? Did you just say Mr. Show? That's funny.
It's not on his IMDb, but I mean, they're usually wrong.
Well, I don't think they were working on it. It was something they had just announced.
Oh, okay. If it was recent, I totally missed it.
It wasn't like super. This was like a year ago that they announced that Brian Fuller is doing.
My Mother, the Car versus Christine.
He is doing Christine. So, okay, yeah, I found a picture here.
Gate, is that the one you were thinking of?
Yes, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Can you share on your side, Evan?
Does
it give you the option to screen share?
Yeah.
Let me stop screen sharing.
He's gonna fuck it up. You're gonna get the stream
here,
closed down.
I found it on Reddit, so you can see here.
See,
this is one of his comments.
Not dead.
This was on his Instagram page. Someone commented asking about Christine. It was an Instagram post celebrating the 40th anniversary of John Carpenter's Christine, and someone asked, "Not getting your adaptation?" He replied, "It's not dead yet." This was 5 months ago.
Okay.
So he is doing an adaptation of Christine. We don't know when it's coming. It's just been announced. They're not like in production for it or anything, but it's happening. And to me, like that, it's a really good fit. Like he's good for that.
Christine dies. Christine ends.
Christine ends. Yes. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Cool. You know what? Honestly, like I've heard nothing but good things about Hannibal.
Hannibal's great.
And
dude, your next show you watch, like literally, it's that good. Like I would rewatch it.
Fucked.
I've seen some clips from it where it's like some of the setups. Like there's one where it's like, to keep it very vague, a person.
Yep.
Who's been like, I guess, put into a bunch of glass panes. Is the way I can describe it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm very curious to see what's up with that. And
it's mysterious, Crow. It's mysterious.
I think like I mean honestly, if he knocks it out of the park with Crystal Lake,
yeah,
then like he'll win me over entirely. Because obviously, you know, Friday the 13th is my baby. That's my franchise as far as horror slashers go. and like if he can deliver on that, then he has my blessing to do whatever the fuck he wants. Because
I'm
like
cool with another Christine
that
remake
needs
because
to hit.
the movie was missing so much character development. So I'm
and that's why I want to read the book really bad, because like I love the
really
movie
good.
And it won't tarnish the movie for me. Because like I thought that the 89 or whatever it was, Pet Sematary, was good. Same. I just know it could have been better.
And then I read the book and I was like,
I love Christine though. So I feel like even if I like Christine the book better, I'll still love Christine.
I had a similar thing with
I wish we were getting like, Friday the 13th. I agree with you,
Boogeyman. One day, Ben. One day.
I had the same thing happen with It, where I was like, I like It. I like those movies. Those are good. And then I read the book and I was like, holy shit. Okay. Because it's my favorite novel. Like that book is so good.
Specifically the end, or? You're licking your lips. That doesn't help in this situation, by the way.
So, I know I gotta be
actually, yes, the final scene of the book I love.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
the very end of the book made me cry.
Yeah, of course, because of his brother.
The final scene of the book.
Okay.
You hey, man. Bastard.
You like what you like. You can't help it.
God damn it.
So I gotta wrap up here pretty quick. My wife just got home. Okay. So if you boys we want to call it, we're right at about when we're right at about 2 hours. So yeah, I think that's safe there. So I was gonna say we did leave out a couple stories. Maybe we could revisit them.
Yep.
Because like Onslaught was one I did want to talk about. That's
this might have been our most ADHD stream yet.
I honestly enjoyed that. I liked this.
This is great though. I had a great time.
Well, maybe they don't though. Maybe they hate it.
Maybe they did.
Maybe everyone in chat was having a terrible time. Like fucking focus.
But we were fielding their questions. Yeah. I don't know. You guys let us know. Put 1 in the chat if you enjoyed this better than what we've been doing. 2 in the chat if we were too ADHD and need to go back to structure. And I enjoyed this. I had a lot more fun just kind of fielding questions. Unsubscribe. Okay. Well, fair enough. From all of us?
No, just his. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Evan. You got to take all the hits this week.
Yeah.
That's the hard part about this 1.5 Johnny.
That's so confusing.
Well, we're contributing to the lack of structure.
Thank you guys for coming each time, though.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
We look forward to it. So thank you.
It's really honestly fun. This has been so great. I love having so many of you guys pop in here every other week and just talking with us. Like, I love that we have a lot of familiar faces too. Like, I love honestly the new people coming in too is great.
It's awesome.
But like iJesus and stuff, like I haven't seen. I don't know. Has Crow Mauler been here before?
I think he's been in my comments recently.
I've seen
Crow Mauler. I've seen him in our comments too. But like, yeah, dude. Honestly, thanks for stopping in. Contributed so much to it. Artie, Cynthia, everybody. Seriously, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and then obviously Boogeyman Ben. Everybody who commented, like, you guys are the ones that keep us moving with this and keep the conversation going, and it's so much fun, dude.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I think I like this more than watching the trailers. So love these streams. I appreciate.
Means I don't talk about that too, because some of my theories have been right. Yeah. Actually, when we watch those trailers,
this means I don't need to catch up on trailers before, which I never do anyway. So it's fine.
Yeah. Plus, the trailers get us demonetized and get our video taken down to where we can't repost it, and you guys can't watch it if you miss it. So it's like
I did not watch the trailers in the Keep today.
That's fine. It was there's one trailer in there I actually figured you would want to talk about, but like other than that, it was the Exorcism with Russell Crowe. So
well, thanks. I appreciate that, buddy. I still don't have a Discord. We can plug Alex's Discord.
Thank you. Oh, you're the best.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I gotta go tend to my wife and her broken nose.
Yeah,
I appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. It's always a blast, and we will see you guys not next Monday, but the following Monday on Alex's channel on Beyond the Void. So make sure you step in over there, and it'll be more fun. And by the time we get there, we should be coming right up on
Strangers.
Well, Strangers will have passed, but I'm saying we should be coming right up on In a Violent Nature.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. It's the end of May.
And the three of us should be getting an email here anytime.
I'm hoping.
I've been checking my email pretty frequently.
I would love to see that, or Cuckoo.
Bro, Longlegs, I was watching those trailers that they put out, those fucking creepy-ass teasers.
So good. So good, dude.
All right.
Anyway.
All righty, everybody. We'll catch you later.
Everyone.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Ooh.